Ever wondered why some business strategies succeed while others fail? The answer may lie in effective stakeholder management and engagement. Stakeholder management and engagement are not just buzzwords, they are pivotal to the success of any business strategy. A strategy might be brilliant on paper, but without the buy-in and engagement of the right stakeholders, it can flounder. Stakeholders aren't just the individuals who hold a stake in the organization, they can be anyone who is impacted by your business decisions. These individuals or groups can be within your organization, such as employees or managers, or external, such as customers, suppliers, or even the wider community. Their influence can shape the trajectory of your strategy, and their support or opposition can mark the difference between success and failure. Therefore, understanding who your stakeholders are and how to engage them is the first step to successful business strategy execution. Identifying key stakeholders is not always a straightforward task, but by asking the right questions, you can identify who they are. In the complex world of business strategy, it's crucial to discern who holds the keys to success or failure. So who are these key stakeholders? Well, let's break it down. Firstly, consider who is affected by the strategy. This could be anyone from employees within your organization to customers or community members outside of it. It's important to remember that these effects can be both positive and negative. For instance, a move to automate processes may benefit customers, but it could also lead to job losses for some employees. Next, ponder on who has the power to make your strategy succeed or fail. This could include senior management, board members, or even regulatory bodies. Their buy-in or resistance can significantly impact your strategy's outcome. Then ask yourself, who makes the decisions about money? This can be as obvious as your finance department or as abstract as the market forces that influence your funding. These stakeholders can often decide the feasibility of your strategy. Think about your suppliers. Are they key stakeholders? Absolutely. They play a crucial role in the delivery of your products or services. Their reliability, quality, and even ethical standards can influence your strategy and reputation. Now let's not forget about the end users. These are your customers, the lifeblood of any business. Their needs, preferences, and feedback should always be central to your strategy. And what about those who have influence over other stakeholders? These influencers can sway opinions, drive change, or resolve conflicts, making them invaluable to your strategy. Consider also those who could solve potential problems with the strategy. These could be internal problem solvers, like your operations team, or external consultants with specialist skills. Lastly, think about who is in charge of assigning or procuring resources or facilities, as well as those who have specialist skills which are crucial to the strategy. Their roles are pivotal in the execution of your strategy. Once you've identified your key stakeholders, it's time to analyze their significance in your strategy. Not all stakeholders are created equal. Some have more influence or power over your strategy's success. That's right, stakeholder significance isn't a one-size-fits-all concept. It varies significantly based on the specific circumstances of your strategy. Let's delve into how we can analyze this significance to maximize the effectiveness of our strategic initiatives. Think of stakeholder significance as a measure of the stakeholder's potential to impact your strategy's outcome. This impact can be either positive or negative, and it's influenced by a variety of factors. These can include the stakeholders' decision-making power, their financial influence, their ability to provide resources, or even their capacity to sway other stakeholders' opinions and actions. Now, imagine you're about to implement a new strategy. To analyze stakeholder significance, start by asking yourself, who has the power to make this strategy succeed or fail? This could be someone who makes decisions about funding, or perhaps a supplier who's critical to your strategy's operation. Next, consider who might be affected by your strategy, both positively and negatively. These stakeholders can have a significant influence on your strategy's success, particularly if they have the ability to rally others to their cause. Remember, it's not just about who has the greatest potential impact. It's also about who could help solve potential problems with your strategy. This might be someone with specialized skills or unique resources that are crucial to your strategy. Lastly, consider the stakeholders' relationships with each other. Some stakeholders may have significant influence over others. This could be due to their position in the organization, their personal relationships, or their professional reputation. Understanding these dynamics can provide valuable insights into how best to engage with each stakeholder. By considering the implementation of your strategy from their perspective, you can anticipate potential obstacles and opportunities, allowing you to tailor your approach to suit each stakeholder's specific needs and concerns. After identifying and analyzing your stakeholders, it's time to consider how to engage them effectively. Because remember, effective stakeholder engagement is not just about knowing who your stakeholders are, but also understanding their significance in the grand scheme of your strategy. Engagement is where the rubber meets the road in stakeholder management. It's about communication and building relationships. Now let's dive into the process of stakeholder engagement. First and foremost, the art of engagement is about effective communication. One practical tool to assist in this communication is the stakeholder matrix. For instance, using a stakeholder matrix, you can map out stakeholders based on their level of influence and interest. Imagine a grid with interest on one axis and power on the other. Your stakeholders can be plotted on this grid, helping you to prioritize who to engage with based on their relative positions. It's about creating a dialogue, not a monologue. This means not only sharing your strategy and vision, but also listening to stakeholders' views, concerns, and suggestions. Here, another tool, the Johari window, can be incredibly helpful. The Johari window, named after its creators Joseph Luft and Harry Ingham, is a model that consists of 4 quadrants representing what you know about yourself and what others know about you. This tool can provide valuable insights when trying to understand stakeholders' perspectives. It's about understanding their perspectives and their needs, and incorporating their input into your strategy where possible. Tailoring your style to suit the needs of each stakeholder is crucial. For instance, a technical expert may appreciate detailed data and facts, while a top-level executive may prefer a big-picture overview. Building relationships with stakeholders is a key aspect of engagement. This isn't about being best friends, but rather establishing a professional rapport based on mutual respect and understanding. Trust building is not an overnight process, but takes time. However, it's an investment that can yield significant dividends in the form of stakeholder support and cooperation. Now let's address the elephant in the room: conflicts. Different stakeholders may have different interests, priorities, and perspectives. Managing these conflicts is an essential part of stakeholder engagement. This involves identifying potential areas of disagreement, open and respectful discussions, and working towards mutually acceptable solutions. Remember, stakeholder engagement is a continuous exercise. It's an ongoing process that should continue throughout the life cycle of your strategy. Regular check-ins, updates, sessions can help keep stakeholders involved and invested in your strategy's success. In conclusion, stakeholder engagement is about more than just ticking boxes. It's about fostering open communication, building strong relationships, and managing conflicts effectively. It's about ensuring that all voices are heard, and that your strategy is informed by a diverse range of perspectives. Implementing these steps and utilizing tools like the stakeholder matrix and the Johari window in your stakeholder management process can be the key to the successful execution of your business strategy. Because after all, a strategy that's built with stakeholders rather than just for them is a strategy that's built to succeed.